Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It's your host, Rising Oblivion. Today, guys, we're going to be looking at the Kasumi figurine that is going to be coming out decently soon here in the future. But I wanted to say thank you guys so much for giving me 2,000 subscribers. I made a special 2,000 subscriber special video that should be uploading very soon. But this is going to be about some new things going on, not only for just Persona with this new figurine, but we also have another thing coming up called Project Monarch, which is actually going to be getting a trailer very soon, if not during the day of when this is uploaded. I'm going to be talking more about that in the future, but this is going to be more of a roundup video, just sort of talking about some of the new stuff going on recently. But here is a new Kasumi figurine that is full color that was teased during winter 2020, but this is a colored version of it that hopefully we can be seeing here pretty soon. And this is Kasumi's basically student outfit, which we have had some other figures of her, but we have not had anything having her in the actual, school outfit, basically, is what I'm talking about. It's from the PHAT company, which has unveiled the colored figure at the Wonderful Hobby Life for You 33 exhibition, and I'm not 100% sure whenever these are going to start being, something that you can buy or something that's going to be out soon, but we do have the colored versions here. There's a little closer view there, but this is the full color Kasumi student outfit, I guess you could say. I did notice that the hair seems to be a little bit darker because I think they're trying to make sure you can see that the bow is sort of in the back of her hair. That's a brighter red, but I feel like in game her hair is a little bit brighter, but that might just be because of like the 3D models and stuff that they use in game. When it comes to actual art Kasumi, it is more of a darker red, I guess you could say. It's not so much of such a bright red as they have it in game, but that might just be the difference within game models and stuff like that. And her shoes actually match the same color of her hair. It's not a brighter looking, red like her bow is or like her buttons, but yeah, there it is, the full colored Kasumi action figure, which I really like. I really think that some of these action figures they do from certain companies look kind of bad for the color wise, but this actually looks one for one. And this looks exactly like the character. Like I said, maybe more of the art style of the character, not so much of the 3D model like in game as much, but overall, this is still very good. But let's jump on over to the new game that's going to be coming out and having some trailers and whatnot here soon. And we actually know the release date for it. Let's jump on over to Monarch. This is kind of a SMT game. Technically, it's not really at all, actually. It just has a lot of the older staff from older Megami Tensei games. And the reason why I want to talk about this, I think it's interesting, is that they have a lot of experience with a lot of these Meg 10 games that they have done, and there are older people who have worked on very successful titles in the Meg 10 series, and now they're going over and kind of making their brand new game, this new game called Monarch. It's releasing for the PS4, PS5, Switch, and is going to be coming out fairly soon this year. But let's talk a little bit about what this means. So they have a guy from Shin Megami Tensei who is a writer, a Digital Devil Story and SMT series writer, a SMT and Devil Summoner composer, and the Digital Devil Story and SMT series writer. So they have multiple writers and an actual composer who's going to be working on this game. So that's pretty interesting. We might be seeing similar elements from other Meg 10 games within this game, which is pretty important to think about. And I have a lot of screenshots here. This was actually ripped from the Famitsu magazine. If you don't know, they're pretty big on JRPGs, and typically Famitsu is a very good place to stay informed when it comes to these JRPGs and whatnot. And I did want to note that the release date, which was leaked, was October 4th, 2021. So we're about a year away from it to actually coming out, but it's still not too far away. When it comes to JRPGs anyway, a year is typically something that's like, a normal wait period of time whenever something gets announced. If anything, it might almost be longer, but this is going to be releasing October 14th. It's called Monarch New School RPG. So they might be trying to change stuff and really push how much they are, doing with JRPGs and whatnot. So here's the first screenshot here. It says Hero and Vanity. It's all in Japanese, so it's kind of hard to tell here, but I believe this is our main character and the other party members over in the background. And there's even some screenshots here, which I gotta say, this looks very nice. I'm not too great on the art style of the main characters. I don't like all this crazy over-the-top demon-looking stuff where, I like Megami Tensei because it's not super, I don't know, it's not overblown. Like, look at this dude's outfit. That seems a little too much for me. I like it a little simpler, like the Meg 10 games tend to do it. They do it cool. They don't do it flashy when it comes to the demon stuff, if that makes sense. here's another screenshot showing some more characters, and I believe there are also names here. So we have Hope, Faith, Greed, Sloth, and I think a couple other characters there as well. And it looks like they have a normal sort of student outfit and then maybe a different outfit there, maybe in battle or something like that. I'm not sure. This is going to be like an isekai where they go to a certain place and they change their outfits, but it's kind of hard to tell. And I believe up here in the top left is all of them all in their gear, sort of ready to go on. And it says multi-ending new game system. So the game system does look something similar to like more of a Western RPG, but who knows, maybe it has different elements. And this little chart down here looks similar to more of a JRPG type of thing, but something that I did want to notice is that the multi-ending thing, while a whole ambulance screams outside. Anyway, there's a multi-ending type of thing, which usually is something that has been within the Meg 10 games, which might be something that the writers who picked up on that sort of thing has written some of these endings for some of these other games. They're going to be incorporating that same sort of feeling, that same sort of vibe within this game, within multiple different endings. So if you like something similar to what is in the Meg 10 games for multiple endings, you might like this game because of how it has its stuff, but who knows, they might make it completely different compared to what we've seen for that. Here's another little screenshot here. Like I said, this is from the Famitsu game magazine. Some different characters here. It's just sub-characters, so these might be characters who don't do combat, they're not in the party or anything like that. I'm not sure how significant it is to talk and do things with other characters in this game, but I'm still very interested in this. This still seems pretty cool to me. And here are all of the just gameplay looking screenshots, and it does look very similar to like a typical, you know, Meg 10 JRPG. It's like a school. The school's got crazy stuff happening onto it. This game looks beautiful. I still have to say that it does look beautiful. I'm not a huge fan of like it looks like a really modern, just looking bland anime when it comes to like the characters' faces and whatnot and the hair, which is still fine. I still could probably love this game even if it's like that, but not too bad. The over flashiness of the outfits and stuff like that's one thing, but that still means that this game might still play well. It might be written well. It still might be a very fun game to play, even though there's minor things I might not enjoy about it. But here are all the screenshots we really have of gameplay and whatnot, and I gotta say, I'm liking this book character here. I'm liking the nerd character. I don't know what it is, but she seems, you know, kind of cool. I might be, you know, trying to level that character up a lot, let's just say. Okay, moving on. Here is the actual box art for the PS5, the PS4, and the Switch. Like I said, it's only coming out for those. We don't know anything about Xbox or PC or anything like that, but PS5, PS4, and Switch. This really is kind of going to be coming out 2 years after the PS5 has been out, or at least a full length of 2 years of the PS5 being, you know, out for quite a while. So this might be considered one of the like bigger first titles really to be on the PS5. A lot of times these are ports and whatnot, but the PS5 version of this game might have been developed during the, you know, whole PS5. It has a whole extra year of development, so who knows? Maybe the first year of development for this game was for the PS4, but the next couple of years after that was all with the PS5 in mind for the development. So this might be one of the first full-fledged using the power of the PS5 for it, you know, JRPGs that we can expect here in the future. Let's move on to the next thing here. So this is the collector's edition. It's for the PS5 version, as you can see here. So I'm not too sure if the PS4 is going to be getting that, but I think the Switch will be getting this as well, I do believe. But here is just the sample of the PS5 version. So it looks like we get a little bit of a art there. There is another sort of book here. This looks like a school binder. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be exactly. And the whole box, like I said, a lot of this is in Japanese, so we don't really know a whole lot, and even in the Japanese, I think there's not a lot to know about what this means exactly, because the game still has a whole year left and some extra stuff to go along with it as to like what this all really means exactly. But here is the collector's edition. Like I said, PS4, PS5, and Switch. I'm going to be updating you guys on this in the future as to, you know, what each of the different versions are going to do, more about the game and whatnot, because I think this is sort of in the realm of the games that we all here on this channel kind of like for the most part. But if not, if it's something that's bad, you know, we can cover that and talk about that here a little bit. So stay subscribed, make sure to click the bell to be notified whenever I make new videos about this or when I stream and stuff like that. I've been streaming SMT3 here a lot recently, so if you're wondering if that game's any good, you can hop on over to stream. And I also have the join button down below if you want to join the channel, become a member. That would mean a ton to me. If not, still thank you so much for, you know, watching the videos. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.